All right, thank you very much. We're going to get straight to our Chris Horn. A verdict just came down in the case of Cory Bigsby. Do we have Chris live now? Chris?
We do, Asia. Can you hear me all right? Can you check? You got me? Asia, yeah, we just got the sentencing from Judge Hawks here in Hampton. What we expected, actually, after he was convicted of second-degree murder and concealing a body back in March. Today, he gets the maximum sentence for the second-degree murder, 40 years. The maximum sentence for concealing the body, 5 years, for a total of 45 years in prison. This case dates back all the way 3 years ago today. That is when the Commonwealth contends that Cory Bigsby murdered with his own hands his son, Codi, who was just 3 years old, in their home in the Buckrow Beach area. There was 7 months nearly that passed before Cory Bigsby reported his son missing. And then they looked at him as a person of interest, and then eventually he was charged with the murder of his son. He made 3 statements while in incarceration. One was dictated to him and he signed. One he wrote out himself. And then another one in late 2022, in December of 22, when they were moving his cell, he wrote a 3rd statement, and that was the one that nailed it down to June 18th of 2021. He confessed to beating the child on the floor of their kitchen. The child was discovered by his own brother. The brother, who was a year older, testified in this case. That was back in March, and he talked about discovering the body of his younger brother on a bed upstairs in their townhouse, beaten, badly bruised, purple, eyes open, and it was brought out in court both during the trial and also today during sentencing that the eyes open were the last thing that he saw, the last breath that he took, was his father beating him to death. There were people who testified today during his sentencing that were members of his family. They talked in favorable details about him. He was raised in Northeast DC. He was a person of faith. He attended church regularly. He was enlisted in the Army at age 18. He came back after more than 20 years, they said 20 years and some months, several tours, Iraq, Afghanistan, Kosovo. But he came back, and then he ended up in a relationship with Codi's mother. She testified tearfully, very emotionally today about threats that she heard from Cory Bigsby, threats to her own life, and she petitioned the judge for the maximum sentence, just like Commonwealth's Attorney Anton Bell did. And Bell told me back in March that there was not going to be any grace. He was not going to offer any kind of consideration for Cory Bigsby off of that max 40 on the second-degree murder, max 5 on the concealing of the body, even if he allocated, even if he told everyone the answer to the question that has bothered this community and, of course, Codi's mother and Codi's family for 3 years. Where is Codi? That question was never answered, was not answered today, most likely will never be answered. So recapping, Asia, 40 years on second-degree murder, 5 years on concealing a body for Cory Bigsby, now that he has been sentenced in the murder and the concealing of the body of his son Codi. We're live in Hampton. Chris Horn, back to you, Asia.